Hey guys, it's your girl Shannon, and this is Shannon On Demand, where we teach you how to take demand of your business to demand a better life. All right, guys, first of all, I owe you all an apology because it has been so long since I did a video. And that's because there's been so many changes going on, from assistants to staff to relocating to, it's just been a lot going on. But while I'm in the car driving back to the office, I wanted to just kind of quickly hop on here. Well, first of all, I am just leaving from getting a much needed 80-minute massage. And let me tell you something. Relaxation therapy is definitely underrated, because as a business owner, that is something that we need to do more often. I also suffer with fibromyalgia, so I really need to do it more than what I do. But it's just that in the course of a day, you know, a month will go by, weeks will go by, or whatever, and I know for me, I just feel as though I can't take the time to do it. But I really need to change that, and I need to get it done. But anyway, much needed relaxation therapy, so I'm definitely happy that I did that. But I wanted this video to touch more on just certain pitfalls that I went through when I first started my business. And I'm not going to say that it was easy, but it was lessons that were learned, lessons that needed to be learned. You know, when you're first starting out with your business, it's one of those things where you know that you've got a great idea. You know that the services that you offer are going to be a help to people, but you want to start seeing the fruits of your labor quickly, you know? And anything that is worth having, anything that is worth its grain and salt, is going to take time. It's not something that you're going to really start seeing immediately. So sometimes as new entrepreneurs, we have a tendency to move too fast, and we want instant gratification. We want things to happen now. And unfortunately, a lot of the time it doesn't work that way. Another thing too that I want you guys to be cautious about is to watch your overhead. Sometimes, you know, doing brick and mortar immediately may not necessarily be what you need to do at the moment. You know, a home office is just fine, you know, and then there are, you know, nice little tax breaks that you can take from having a home office. So another thing that I also want to caution you guys against too is don't speak of what you're doing to everybody. And I'm going to say that again. Do not speak of what you're doing to everybody. Sometimes you just have to kind of maintain that excitement, hold it in, you know, and just let people see the outcome of what it is that you're doing, because not everybody that you believe is loyal, not everybody that you believe are in your corner are there for the right reasons. And sometimes, you know, you have these dream crushers that may not necessarily understand what it is. Not everybody has an entrepreneurial spirit. So they may not understand what it is that you're doing. And no matter how many times you explain it to them, they just don't understand. And because they don't understand, they don't see the vision. And because they don't see the vision, what you're doing isn't going to work. What you're doing doesn't make sense, and you might as well just stop before, you know, anything else happens, or you might as well stop before you get your feelings hurt. You might as well stop before you lose money. I mean, you know, all sorts of stuff that they're gonna say, you know. One thing you have to do, and I know you've heard it time and time again from everybody, but it is just so true. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to be your own motivator. You have to be your own encourager. You have to be the one that is going to impart what you need for yourself, within yourself. You can't depend on anybody else to do that for you, because if you do, you're just leading yourself down the road of failure, and that is not what you want to do as an entrepreneur. Early on, you know, it was some struggles. Early on, everybody did not quite understand the vision, but I kept it going. I kind of kept my nose to the ground. I did what I needed to do, even in the midst of opposition, in order to ensure that my business was successful. I started my business, I want to say a good 5 years before I was able to do it full time. So that means that I worked full time as well as did my businesses full time, which meant no lunch, which meant staying up late, you know, getting things done, you know, that sort of thing. And then within that 5-year period of time, I was able to leave my job and work my business full time. Got my notary degree here in Louisiana, which is a totally different animal than any place else, you know, in the state. So I added that to my services, actually created a separate business for that, and then got into tax preparation. So doing that. So what I'm saying to you is, once you get that first business started, you never know what direction it's going to take you. You never know what's going to come out of that. And so I've got several businesses that have been birthed out of that first business, and I've been able to add services onto that, from, you know, doing the 501c3s to doing grant writing to doing business formation, business consultation, and trying to give my years of experience to others so that you're not falling into the same pit holes that I did. Some were actually dug for me, and some I actually dug myself. But fortunately, I was able to not fall in, and those that I kind of slipped accidentally into, I was able to get myself out of, you know. So now I'm doing my thing full time. Overhead is still low. You know, the biggest thing for me at this moment is just trying to find people who are not, I'm not going to say necessarily like-minded, but people who are qualified to actually help me do what it is that I need to do. So that's kind of, you know, where we are right now with things. But that's part of the growing pains. That's part of, you know, doing what needs to be done so that you're expanding, you're enlarging your territory. You are doing what needs to be done in order to hit not only that thousandaire status, but the millionaire status, right? And beyond. So it's all a part of growth. And sometimes these growing pains, well, not sometimes, all the time, the growing pains are necessary. But isn't it a wonderful thing that my businesses are growing to the point where, you know, I need help? I can't do it all myself. So, you know, you have to kind of get yourself to that point where you're now duplicating yourself so that you're not working in your business. You know, you're actually working to grow your business. step A to step B, from step B to step C. And I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of people try to go from A to F immediately, and it doesn't work that way. You have to take the steps, and it is very important that you don't miss a step, because if you think that you've bypassed a step in order to get to the next phase of everything, I'm telling you, you're going to end up having to go right back and complete that step that you missed. So don't be so quick to want to move things ahead before time. Take your time and move forward steadily but surely, because you don't want to get stagnated in one place. So just make sure that you're moving forward. If you guys have any specific questions that you need to have answered, just make sure you leave me a comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But I'm gonna tell you something, this entrepreneur journey is not for the faint of heart. And let me also say this to you: if you are getting into entrepreneurship, business ownership for the fact of making money, and don't get me wrong, that's what we're all doing. Everybody wants to make money. But if that is your sole reason for doing this, is that you want to make money and you want to be your own boss and, la, 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 we've heard all of that. I'm telling you now, it's not going to work. And that might not be what you want to hear, but I'm telling you, it is not going to work. Your main objective should be service. What service am I providing? The product that I'm providing, what service is that giving to my clients? Am I making sure that I'm giving them the best of what it is that I have to offer? And it doesn't matter if your company is service oriented or if it's a certain product that you're selling. It has to always be centered around your customers and what it is that you're giving. In other words, building your brand. What is your brand? How are you, encompassing all of this so that you are allowing the best of you to come forward through your business? That has to be foremost what it is that you're doing. And I promise you, the customers are going to come. The repeat customers are going to come. The referrals are going to come. All right? So, and the money is going to come. Let's not forget that, But the main objective, your vision, should be of what you're giving to the public, to your clientele, to your customers. Okay? So remember that, that you're in it to make money, yes. You're in it to, make a better life for yourself and for your family. Absolutely, because that's what I'm doing it for. But at the same time, especially because, lately, I want to say this past year, my new clients have been strict referrals. Not even, but I still do marketing, but strict referrals. So that says a lot, that the people that I've helped in the past are willing to put their names and their credibility on the line to refer me to someone that they know. So it's a wonderful thing, this entrepreneurship stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something: take your time and make sure that things are being done properly in the beginning, so that it can be smooth sailing. Because you're gonna run into bumps, you're gonna run into certain things, and you're gonna get your leg bruised along the way. But you have to have enough fortitude within yourself to sustain during those times. And if you're in it just for the money, your business is not going to sustain itself during those periods where it's not making any money. If you're in it just for the money, if you're in it just for the money, and your company right now, you might be going through a lull, maybe 2 or 3 months, and then it'll start picking back up. So you have to be able to be flexible enough to web in, web out, ease in, ease out, that sort of thing. So that you can, still maintain during those times. And then when the money is coming in, you have to be able to know how to hang on to that to compensate for when, times are slow and you're not really bringing in anything right now. And I promise you, if you just hang on in there, it's going to get better. It really is. I mean, take it from me. I know I have been through the gamut, with my business. And so just hang in there, y'all. It's going to be okay. Again, this is your girl Shannon, and I want to thank you guys so much just for hanging in there with me over these past years. And just know that I'm trying my best to provide you guys with relevant content and content that I know that you're going to need during this entrepreneurial journey. So if you haven't already done so, I need you guys to subscribe. I need you guys to give me a thumbs up. Let me know that what I'm doing is right up your alley of information that you need. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. So again, it's your girl Shannon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm getting back, to paying attention. And I'm teasing. I was paying attention before. I was just running my mouth in the meantime. But you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.